No introduction, then this applies in this case. All I'm going to say is performing a poem called 50 Shades. Now there's the thing. The one and the only, and probably the shortest bard in the country, the one and only Jimmy Rafferty.
I have got up here many a time in the past and said this poem is true. Foreign feeding, locomotion, you name it, I've done half a dozen that are basically true. But I want to point out before I start that this one is not. Any resemblance between this and reality is definitely non-existent, as I wish to get home. And any rumours that me and the Phyllis cooperated in this are unfortunately also not true. This is called 50 Shades, and any resemblance to a certain book going about at the moment is purely coincidental as well. Well, you need to imagine for the purposes of this poem that I am a lot older, a small, grey, wrinkled old man. Now I know this is going to be very difficult given the fine figure that you see before you, but you have to think of me as being maybe 90 and somewhat bent with arthritis and all the things that the Patrick McGinn says he has. This is called 50 Shades. I thought I was beginning to get the hang of marriage after damn near 60 years of strife and fun. But the missus landed in one day with a wee book in her hand and says we need to change how things are done. She held me up the bloody book called 50 Shades of Grey, and my stomach got a knot of mortal fear. I shout, for God's sake, missus, you can't start that again. We painted the whole house this time last year. It's not about decorating, you dopey, deaf-eyed fool. It's what we do at sex I'm on about. Well, we usually watch Pointless. And then we'll have our tea. If you want to switch to eggheads now, just shout. SEX, you deaf old bugger. That's what this book's about. And all the things that we've been doing wrong. I've got some sexy underwear to turn you on tonight. I'm playing out me new incontinence thong. Excuse me a moment. What about role playing? We could try some S&M. Or maybe have a go at tarts and Vickers. S&M, says I. Wasn't that the shop where Maggie Thatcher said she always used to buy her knickers? She shouted sadomasochism, not bloody marks and sparks. Turn on your blooming hearing aid, you clown. It's not them damn blood pressure pills that put you off the rails. You bloody near collapsed when up the town. She asked if we had anything that would do for nipple clamps. We get more pleasure if we cause each other pain. To say, you can use them old mouse traps that's lying in the bar. But I am not watching Jeremy Kyle again. She see, you need to hurt me, cause me a little pain, do something that you know I'm going to hit. So I burned her Daniel O'Donnell tapes. And I must admit she's right. The pleasure that it gave me was just great. I had just sat down that evening and she stepped in front of me in tiny underwear enough to make you wince. Oh shit. So she, this is me wedding suit, just as it was worn back then. Says it looks as though you haven't ironed it since. I've been a naughty girl, she says. You need to punish me. Sit you down upon that wee low chair. She got down on her hands and knees and crawled across my legs, pointed at her bum and says, "Spank there." Well, I was just about to wallop when the elbow locked in place. That out carpal tunnel, do you see? It took her half an hour to climb back up on her Zimmer. And another 20 minutes lifting me. Well, we made it to the bedroom and I got off my clothes. With my arthritis, that can be some horror. To say your boobs hang lower, dear, with every passing year. Then realised that I was looking in the mirror. She says the doctor told me my chest is really good. In fact, it's like a girl of 42. Did he pass much further comment on your fat old arse, says I? No, she snapped, he never mentioned you. You would coordinate with Pierce a bit better. Tie me to the bed, she said, and indulge your basic needs. So I headed for the bog to get a pee. But as often happens these days, I forgot what I was doing. No clothes. It must be bath time, do you say? She was roaring at me for an hour. But of course I didn't hear. I took out the hearing aid that I was wearing. When I went back to get clean underwear, she was starting to turn blue. But luckily, too hoarse to do much swearing. Well, that was just the end of it. She didn't speak for days. But I know my pain is just about to start. The book has been disposed of and another took its place. What she's reading now is a Dulux colour chart. Thank you.